In the last class, we are discussing this problem. I gave it as a homework for you. The length of a pole is measured 5 times and the readings are 2.63, 2.56 centimeter, 2.43 centimeter, 2.71 centimeter and 2.80 centimeter. Calculate the mean value of length, absolute error in each measurement, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. Just I gave this problem for homework. We did already one model relating to this. Then how to do this problem? See, first mean value. Mean value means totally 5 readings are there. Add all of that 5 divided by 5, then you will get the answer. So 2.63, 2.56, 2.43, 2.71 and this one 2.80 divided by 5. Then if we add all of this, then this value 13.13. If you add all of this by divided by 5, then we will get the value as 2.626. Means we can write it as 2.63 centimeter. That is the mean value of length. This one, mean value of length. Next, second one will be absolute error in each measurement. Okay, note it down. This is the mean value of length. Next, if you consider absolute error in each measurement, then absolute error in first measurement is equal to mean value, how much we got, 2.63 minus this value will be first value is 2.63 only, so 2.63, so this is equal to 0. In the same manner, absolute error in second measurement is equal to modulus of 2.63 minus second one will be 2.56. So this value we will get it as 40.07. Clear? Next, absolute error in third measurement is equal to 2.63 and third measurement will be this one 2.43. This value 0.20. That is the absolute error in third measurement. Similarly, absolute error in fourth measurement is equal to 2.63 minus 2.71. This is 0.08. 63 minus 2.71 means. Next, absolute error in the fifth measurement is equal to 2.63. Fifth measurement is 2.80. Here it is there. So this value 0.17. Like this we will calculate absolute errors in each measurements. Next, third one, what they are asking, see, mean absolute error. Mean absolute error means add all the absolute errors and divided by 5, you will get the mean absolute error. Then if you try to do this one, third one, you keep these values. Third one, mean absolute error. So first one will be 0. 0.07, 0.20, 0.08, 0.17 divided by 5. Then if we add all of these, then we will get this value as, finally, after all calculations. So here 27, 8, 35, 35 plus 17, 52. 0.52 by 5, 0.104. Like this we will get the value. Because here 0 is there, this is less than 5, we can neglect these two values. So mean absolute error value is equal to 0.1. Clear? Next. Fourth one will be relative error. Fifth one will be percentage error. How to calculate that one? See. Fourth one will be relative error. Mean absolute error by mean value is called relative error. Mean absolute error we calculated it as 0.1. Mean value we calculated it as 2.63. 0.1 by 2.63. Then if we calculate this value, then this is 0.038. Use calculators. Calculators are allowed in the board examination. So if you write theory examinations, PU examinations, calculators are allowed. Just use the calculator, nothing wrong is there in that. While if you go for the competitive examination, calculators are not allowed. But calculations in the competitive examination will be little bit easy only. Easily you can guess the answer. When the portion is coming, we will discuss how to, without using the calculator, how to calculate, we will explain. Next, fifth one will be percentage error. Percentage error is equal to relative error into 100. Relative error is 0.038 into 100. This value 3.8%. Clear? In this way we had to do the problem. So next, after completion of this, we will discuss combination of the errors in addition, in subtraction, in multiplication, in division. They will ask to calculate the errors. How to calculate that errors? Let us see. Next. Next heading, combination of errors. First we will discuss in addition. In addition, in subtraction, they will ask maximum possible error how much. Like that questions will be there. Calculate the maximum possible error. For example, x is there, y is there, z is there. And they gave z is equal to x plus y. Error in the x, let it be delta x. Error in the measurement of y, let it be delta y. Error in the measurement of z, let it be delta z. X, y, z are three quantities. Error in the measurement of x delta x, y delta y, z delta z. And they gave z is equal to x plus y. And they will ask what is the maximum possible error. What is the maximum possible error in the measurement of Z. Like that questions will be there. So then Z error I am assuming in the measurement of Z is delta Z. So Z plus or minus Z delta Z is equal to x plus or minus delta x. Y error will be y plus or minus delta y. So Z plus or minus Z delta Z is equal to, I am writing this x and y in one bracket, plus or minus delta x plus or minus delta y. I am writing this in the another bracket. Okay. But so delta Z, what is the error in the measurement of Z? Delta Z is equal to delta x plus or minus delta y. But if they are generally, what they will ask is, what is the maximum possible error in the measurement of Z? So maximum means you have to take it as plus only. So delta Z is equal to delta x plus delta y. If we do 2-3 problems on that, easily you can understand this concept. Delta Z is equal to maximum possible error in the measurement of Z. Delta Z is equal to delta x plus delta y. Clear? Understanding? Next. In subtraction, what we have to do? Here also same. X, Y, Z are given and they defined Z is equal to X minus Y. Clear? What is the maximum possible error in the measurement of Z? So here Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to X plus or minus delta X minus y plus or minus delta z. We have to write like this. X plus or minus delta x minus y plus or minus delta y y plus or minus delta y. Then z plus or minus delta z is equal to x minus y plus or minus delta x plus or minus delta y. Write this in one bracket. So error in the measurement of z, delta z is equal to delta x plus or minus delta y. Clear? Then what is the maximum possible error means here also you have to take plus only. Don't take minus, because z is equal to x minus y. So maximum possible error means delta x minus delta y, that will be wrong. So delta z is equal to delta x plus delta y. So what you have to understand, in addition or in subtraction, they will ask, calculate the maximum possible error. While calculating the maximum possible error, you have to take plus only for the errors. Clear? For example, see, take one problem to understand about this. Two wires of length 2 plus or minus or A is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.01, B is equal to 3 plus or minus 0.02. Find the value of a plus b in terms of errors. With considering the error, find the value of a plus b. Means what you have to do, a plus b is equal to 2 plus 3. This value will be how much? 5 plus or minus. Errors should be added either in subtraction or in addition. If we add these two, this will be 0.03. Clear? If they ask find b minus a, so 3 minus 2, that value will be 1 plus or minus. But errors should be added, you remember, don't subtract these two. So this value will be 0.03. Clear? So in addition or in subtraction, always you have to add the errors to get the maximum possible error. If the point is clear, next. In multiplication and in division, how to calculate the errors? See. In multiplication, what they will ask is, they will ask calculate the relative error, calculate the percentage error. That only they will ask. Point is clear? Calculate the relative error, calculate the percentage error. Those two only ask relating to multiplication and division. For example, z is equal to xy. They defined like this. Calculate the relative error in the measurement of z. Like that problems will be there. For this, we have to take logs on both sides, logarithms. If you have an idea, try to remember, try to understand. Otherwise, just remember logarithms chapter and differentiation chapter will also start for you. Then you will get more clarity on this. Log z is equal to log xy. Clear? Log xy means log x plus log y, this value. You have to write like that. Log formula, that is log x is plus log y. If we differentiate this one, differentiation also not completed for you. Just remember, if you differentiate this one, this will be delta z by z. This will be delta x by x. This will be delta y by y. Logarithms and differentiation both will comes in the mathematics for you in the same 11th class. Just these are simple concepts only, because those are not started for you, you may not be understand. So log z is equal to log xy. I took logarithms on both sides. Log xy I can write log x plus log y, that is formula. Log ab is equal to log a plus log b, that is the formula. So if you differentiate this one, delta z by z is equal to, this will be delta x by x plus delta y by y. So this is called relative error. Clear? Find the relative error in the measurement of z means, that is delta x by x plus delta y by y, you have to calculate. Find the error in the measurement of z. Error means delta x by x plus delta y by y. This z will comes to this side, that will be z. This is the error. This is the relative error. Percentage error means multiply both sides by 100. You will get the percentage error. Clear? Next. In division, In division, how to calculate the error? Z is equal to x by y. Clear? They defined like this. Take logarithms on both sides. Log z is equal to log x by y. Then log z is equal to log x. If it is in the denominator, divided by, you have to write minus. Xy is there, log x plus log y. Formulas those are. Log of a by b is equal to log a minus log b. Then if you differentiate this one, delta z by z is equal to delta x by x minus delta y by y. But while calculating the relative error in division also, you have to take it as plus only. Clear? So either in multiplication or in division. For calculating the relative error, always you have to take delta z by z is equal to delta x by x plus delta y by y. Problems will be there. They will give mass, they will give volume, they will ask to calculate the relative error in the measurement of density. Like that problems will be there. Just for your understanding, we will take one or two problems on multiplication and division. Then easily you can understand. The length of a metal plate is 2 plus 0.02 centimeter. Its breadth is 1 plus 0.01 centimeter. Find the area. The length of a metal plate is given. The breadth of the metal plate is given. They are asking to calculate the area. Area is equal to L into B. Okay. Then instead of here, what they will ask is find the relative error in the measurement of area. Like that question will be there. So delta A by A is equal to delta L by L plus delta B by B. Then delta A by A value 2 into 1, this will be 2. Delta L is 0.02 by 2 plus 0.01 by 1. Then delta A is equal to, this is 0.01. This is also 0.01. These two will come to this side 2. So 0.02 into 2, this value 0.04. Then what is the area value here? A plus or minus delta A is equal to, area will be 2 and this value we got 0.04 centimeter square. Like that we had to do the problem. If they gave length, if they gave breadth, find the area means, area directly we can calculate it, 2 into 1. For error, delta A by A is equal to delta L by L plus delta B by B. From that area value 2 into 1, I wrote here instead of A, delta L this one, L this one, delta B this one, B this one. So finally we got this value as area, error we calculated in the area 2 plus or minus 0.04 centimeter square. Like this problems will be there. Next, in division, M is equal to 10 plus or minus 0.02 kg. For example, volume is equal to 5 plus or minus 0.01 meter cube. Find density. with considering the errors. Like that, if problem is there, this is D is equal to m by V. Mass per unit volume will be called as the density. Then how much value this is? 10 by 5, that will be equal to 2. Delta D by D is equal to delta M by M plus delta V by V. Though it is in the denominator, you have to take here as plus only, remember that. So then delta D by D is equal to M by V, na? 10 by 5, that will be equal to 2. Delta M value 0.02, M value 10. Delta V value 0.01 by 5. Clear? So then delta D is equal to, if you bring this to this side, this value 0.002. This value how much? 0.002. 10 by 5 means 0.2 by 2. This 2 is there here. So 0.004 into 2 means 0.008. So what is the density value then? D plus or minus delta D is equal to 2 plus or minus delta D value we calculated 0.008 kg per meter cube. Like this we had to do the problems. So what you have to remember, in addition or in subtraction, maximum possible error means always add the errors. Don't subtract the errors. In multiplication or division, also though here quantity is in the denominator, consider it as plus only. Okay? By doing 4-5 problems, easily you will get clarity and command on this. Simple concepts only, these are next. If powers are there, for example, Z is equal to A power P, B power Q, C power R. Find the relative error in the measurement of Z, percentage error in the measurement of Z. Like that questions will be there. Then delta Z by Z. This power you write first. P into delta A by A. Q into delta B by B plus R into delta C by C. Like that you have to do. Delta Z by Z is equal to this power into delta A by A, Q into delta B by B, R into delta C by C. Okay. In this manner, we had to do the problems. We will take one example on this, so you will get an idea about this. The coefficient of viscosity is calculated using eta is equal to pi PR power 4 by 8 VL. Errors in measurement of pressure, radius, volume per unit length, volume per, okay, keep it as volume itself, length are 2%, 3%, 1% and 5% respectively. Okay, calculate the percentage error in measurement of coefficient of viscosity, eta, this symbol name is. So what they gave, eta is equal to pi PR power 4 by 8 VL. Clear? Then delta eta by eta into 100. Pi constant. P power 1 is there. So delta P by P into 100. R power 4 is there. So 4 into delta R by R into 100. This is delta V by V into 100. Only one power is there. Plus delta L by L into 100. Like this we have to write. Clear? Here power 4 is there. That's why we have to write 4. Power 1 is there. Now if you write 1 also, same will come. So calculate how much you will get. Therefore, delta eta by eta into 100. Delta P by P into 100. Pressure error 2. Next, radius error 3. 4 into 3, remember. Delta V, volume error 1. Length error 5. 2 plus 12 plus 1 plus 5. 14 plus 6, 20%. That is the error in the measurement of coefficient of viscosity. Like this, problems will be there on the combination of the errors. Next, only one class is required to finish the remaining. Significant figures are there. And what are the rules for finding the significant figures? And how to rounding the significant figures. Maximum 30 minutes class will be there. With that, this chapter will complete and we'll start doing the problems in the exercise. Okay? Today we'll